Hello, this is Kevin Ma. My topic is the future of electric cars in the United States. To predict the future of electric cars, we need to look at the sales of electric cars in the recent years, the market share it has, and the potential growth for market share and sales. In recent years, the development of electric vehicles in the United States has been really rapid. Although electric cars is not something new, it has existed for at least 100 years. In 2010, the sales of electric vehicles in the United States were nearly 275,000 units, and the sales increased to nearly 500,000 units in 2015. However, the sales of electric vehicles did not show an increasing trend year by year, but even showed a decreasing trend in the last 2 years. What's more, compared to the other general vehicles, electric cars don't seem to have a tremendous market share. It's only 2% to 4% market share. To find out the reason behind this, I first studied the impact of energy prices on the sales of electric vehicles. Most of the traditional fuel vehicles are powered by gasoline in the United States. If there is a rise in gasoline price, then there will naturally be a higher cost for those traditional fuel car consumers, and then they will be promoted or encouraged to choose any alternatives such as electric cars. In the last 3 years, the U.S. gasoline price fell from the highest point of 350 cents per gallon to 100 cents per gallon, and the sales of electric cars appear an expected drop down during the period that the gasoline price fell sharply. The decline in gasoline prices has reduced the motivation for consumers to choose electric cars as replacement. The decrease in the price of electric cars is far less than the decline in gasoline prices, so that less of the consumers were encouraged to buy electric cars. Statistics show that the decline in oil prices and the decline in the share of the electric car market are somehow related. But the magnitude is not the same, which means there are other variables that may affect the change in the market share of electric vehicles. The first factor may be the number of fueling stations. In recent years, the number of electric fueling stations in the United States have shown tremendous growth as well. By the end of 2015, the United States have a total of 30,000 electric fueling stations, which is 57 times more than the number in 2010. Actually, the US government tries to encourage consumers to use new energy vehicles, including electric vehicles, so they build more electric fueling stations. The second factor might be the greenhouse gas emissions. Since people are more concerned about our environment nowadays, some people with high income would purchase electric cars to protect the environment. Thus, it can be reasonably inferred that the future sales of electric vehicles will have a potential for growth, since the it has a target market for those who are worrying about the environment. In recent years, more and more people began to know about electric vehicles and purchase them. However, compared with the sales of all types of vehicles, the relative market share of electric vehicles has declined lightly in recent years. The main reason for this is related to the sharp decline in gasoline prices in the past 3 years. But the popularity of electric fueling stations and the improvement of the awareness of environmental protection has supported market share of electric vehicles. Looking to the future, Fuel prices are not likely to continue to fall at a great rate, so the impact on the sales of electric vehicles from the decline of oil price will be gradually reduced. However, from the perspective of environmental protection and technology development trends, the electric cars will be an effective alternative to the traditional fuel vehicles. Although the development of electric vehicles may not be going smoothly, it still has a bright future.